And it asks you to find the length of each side, classify it based on the sides and angles. So in order to solve this, what you're going to want to do is find the distance between each of these side pairs. And so if you're looking for distance AB, distance BC, and distance CA. And now if you've inserted the distance formula into your calculators like we've gone through, it makes it really easy. So to find the distance between A and B, you just type in dist or whatever you named yours function. Type in or enter the points in order of xy, xy, and you'll get your solution. So distance AB is 6 root 2. Okay, do the same thing for BC and CA. Okay, so again, we have B, the coordinates for B already plugged in here, so let's just enter 5, 2. So here's our distance, 2 root 26 for BC. And then finally CA, again we have 5 coordinates for C already entered, so we can delete these and just put back in the coordinates for point A. And we get our last length of 4 root 2. Okay, so that's the first step. And we've done this already in previous sections. Okay, so that's just finding these distances, the lengths. And now we want to classify this by sides and angles. So by sides, we can tell, are there any equal sides? No. So that classification is scalene. And now how can we determine whether or not, or what type of angle classification we have here? We take the two smaller sides, we add up their squares, compare it to the longest side squared. So let's square each of these. So I'm going to do that just by looking kind of here. If we square each of these, it allows us then to see which one's the smallest side. Is it necessarily easy to tell right here which one's the smallest side? I mean, you can do it, but we might as well just take each of these values and square it. And square it. We get 32. Okay, do the same thing. Take the quantity, 2 root 6, square it, we get 104. And then finally take the quantity, 6 root 2, square it, and we get 72. So now we can compare these. We take the sum of the squares of the two smaller sides. What we can see now, when we look at the squares of these, we take 32 plus 72 and compare that to 104. We have equal to. So if these two sums, if these two quantities are equal, then what kind of a triangle are we dealing with? A right triangle.